In the gleaming glass tower of Apex Dynamics, Elena Voss ruled with precision and ice. At 34, she was the youngest CEO in the city's tech sector, known for her ruthless efficiency and zero tolerance for excuses. Her employees whispered that she had no life outside the boardroom, no family, no friends, just targets and timelines. Alex Rivera was the opposite. A senior data analyst in his late 30s, he arrived at 7:45 a.m. sharp every day, delivered flawless reports, and never complained. He worked quietly in his corner cubicle, headphones on, fingers flying across the keyboard. Most days, he left precisely at 5 p.m., never staying for the optional happy hours or late-night crunch sessions that Elena demanded from her inner circle. Elena barely noticed him for the first 2 years. He was reliable background noise. Until the day he asked to leave early. It was a Thursday, 4:15 p.m. The team was buried in a critical merger analysis. Elena strode into the open-plan office, tablet in hand, barking updates. Alex raised his hand, actually raised it, like a schoolboy. "Ms. Voss," he said quietly, "I need to leave at 4:30 today. I have a date." The room froze. Heads swiveled. A few junior analysts exchanged glances. Elena's eyebrow arched so high it nearly disappeared into her dark hair. "A date?" she repeated, voice flat. Alex nodded, cheeks faintly pink. "Yes. It's important. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't." Elena stared at him for a long beat. Alex Rivera, the invisible man who never socialized, never flirted at the coffee machine, had a date. Something hot and unfamiliar twisted in her chest, jealousy, sharp and sudden. She hadn't even realized she noticed him that way until this moment. "Fine," she snapped. "But don't make it a habit." He thanked her softly and began shutting down his computer. Elena turned away, pretending to review a spreadsheet, but her eyes tracked him as he packed his messenger bag and slipped out the glass doors. She told herself it was professional curiosity. Why did he never mention a personal life? Who was this mysterious date? By 5 p.m., the office had emptied, but Elena stayed, pacing her corner office. The question gnawed at her. At 5:45, she grabbed her keys. "Just to make sure he's not slacking," she muttered, though she knew it was a lie. She spotted his modest gray sedan pulling out of the garage and followed at a distance. Traffic was thick, but she kept him in sight, through downtown, past the fancy restaurants, into a quieter suburban neighborhood. He parked outside a small community center with colorful banners, "Family Fun Night, Parents and Kids Welcome." Elena frowned. A date at a community center? She parked across the street, engine off, watching. Alex stepped out, smoothed his shirt, and walked inside. Minutes later, he emerged holding the hand of a small girl, maybe 6 or 7, with pigtails and a bright purple backpack. She was chattering excitedly, tugging him toward a bounce house set up in the parking lot. Elena's stomach dropped. The girl, his daughter, ran ahead to a group of kids. Alex laughed, a warm, unguarded sound Elena had never heard at work. He knelt to tie the girl's shoelace, then joined other parents at picnic tables laden with pizza and juice boxes. No romantic partner in sight. No candlelit dinner. Just a single dad, keeping a promise to his child. Elena felt the heat of shame crawl up her neck. She had imagined him on a sleek rooftop bar, charming some glamorous woman. Instead, he was here, in a parking lot, cutting pizza slices and wiping ketchup from a tiny chin. She should have left then. But she couldn't look away. The event wound down around 8 p.m. Kids were collected, bounce houses deflated. Alex carried his daughter, now sleepy, back to the car, buckling her in carefully. As he drove off, Elena followed again, telling herself it was to make sure they got home safely. They pulled into a modest apartment complex. Lights flicked on in a second-floor window. Through the blinds, she saw silhouettes, Alex lifting the girl onto his shoulders, spinning her until she squealed. Then he set her down, and they disappeared into what must have been the kitchen. Elena sat in her car, engine off, staring up at the warm glow. Her luxury SUV felt suddenly too large, too empty. She thought of her own childhood, nannies, boarding schools, parents who were always at the office. She had built an empire to prove she didn't need anyone. Yet here was Alex, building something real with so much less. The next morning, Elena arrived early. Alex was already at his desk, typing away as if nothing had happened. She walked over, coffee in hand, 2 cups, actually. "Rivera," she said. He looked up, startled. "Ms. Voss. Good morning." She set 1 cup on his desk. "Black, no sugar. That's how you take it, right?" He blinked. Yes. Thank you." She hesitated. "About yesterday. The early leave." His expression tightened slightly. "I apologize if it inconvenienced the team." "It didn't." She cut him off. "I followed you." Alex froze. "You what?" "I thought," she exhaled sharply. "I assumed you were lying. Or exaggerating. I was jealous." The word hung between them like smoke. Alex stared at her. "Jealous?" "I saw you with your daughter," she said quietly. "At the community center. No date. Just family night." His shoulders relaxed. A small, tired smile touched his lips. "Mia. She's 6. Her mom passed away 3 years ago. Cancer. Since then, I've tried to be at every school event, every pizza night. She calls them dates because she thinks that's what grown-ups do when they spend time together." Elena swallowed hard. "I had no idea. You never asked." He shrugged. "Most people don't. I'm just the guy who leaves on time." She looked down at her coffee. "I regret tailing you." It was invasive. "I'm sorry." He studied her for a moment. "Why did you follow me at all?" "Because." She met his eyes. "For the first time in years, I cared where someone was going after work. And I didn't like imagining you with someone else." Silence stretched. Then Alex chuckled softly. "That's unexpected." Elena felt exposed, raw. "I know. I'm not good at this." He leaned back. "Neither am I. But Mia's been asking why I never bring friends home. Maybe we could start small. Coffee sometime? Not as boss and employee. Just 2 people." She nodded slowly. "I'd like that." As she walked back to her office, Elena felt something shift inside her, like a door cracking open after years of being bolted shut. She glanced back once. Alex was smiling at his screen, lighter than she'd ever seen him. Later that week, when he asked to leave early again, for another date, Elena didn't hesitate. "Go," she said. "Tell Mia her dad's boss says hi." He grinned. "I will." And for the first time, Elena Voss left the office at 5 p.m. too. Not to follow anyone. Just to go home and think about what it might feel like to build something real, instead of just an empire.